Okay, here's the question. Given this equation, x squared minus 2 is equal to negative x, find x. Well, this equation here is a polynomial in x. Specifically, this is a quadratic equation. In other words, it's a polynomial of power 2. And the good news is we know quite a bit about quadratic equations, and so they're pretty easy to solve. So to start, we're going to move everything over to the left side of the equation. I'm going to do that in this case by adding x, so that the new form here becomes x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, the quadratic equation can be generalized as ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are just constant coefficients. They're just numbers. And we know that the quadratic formula, so this is the quadratic equation, and the quadratic formula is what we use to solve for x. So in terms of a, b, and c, the solutions for x, and there will be two solutions, x is equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Well, in our case, in this particular example, let's see what we have here. We've got a is equal to 1 times x squared. We've got b is equal to 1 times x. And we have c is equal to negative 2. Well, let's go ahead and use the quadratic formula with these coefficients, and we get x is equal to the opposite of b, so that's going to be minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared, which is just 1, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is a negative 2. All over 2 times 1. Well, this obviously simplifies, so let's bring it down a little bit here. X is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 1 minus 4 times 1 times negative 2 is actually equal to negative 8. And so 1 minus negative 8 is just 1 plus 8 all over 2. And this simplifies even further. This becomes negative 1 plus or minus 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. And so the square root of 9 is just 3. And if we go ahead and solve for the two different solutions, x1 is equal to negative 1 plus 3 over 2. So this is equal to 2 over 2, which is equal to 1. And the second solution is negative 1 minus 3 over 2, which is equal to negative 4 over 2, which is equal to negative 2. So there they are. X is equal to 1 or negative 2. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.